Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.
Hello one, hello all. I am CP. Welcome to, I guess we'll call this, technically this is the May 18th edition of Show Business. You're only seeing me because we've had a bit of fluster. A couple of things have fallen behind the scenes that have caused, essentially we're going to reschedule the show proper. We had one person who dropped out with about 2 hours to go, and then it's not important. It's not important. Just everything happened so fast. You guys were already in the chat, and I said, you know what? Let me go out there and do a little jig so that the people who were waiting at least get something. So, hello Trey, hello Dale, hello Mary, hello Nico, Mark, Tim, Skyman, what's up? Okay, so we're all caught up. Where did my thing go? Did that not come up? Yeah, there it is, huh? Just in case you don't know who's speaking right now. So we have, in case for some reason we can't touch base again and not come back live to you this week, I'll give you like an abridged version of what the show would have been. Again, just in case for some reason we can't get on the same page and come back, at least you'll have the bare bones of what this was going to be. So I have some stats which are interesting because I have 4 different sets of stats when it comes to how VOD did this week, and they're all different. They're all different. So it how they're reporting VOD statistics is quite interesting. But nevertheless, and of course this is a week old. So I wonder, maybe there's a reason why I get these top 10 stats a week too late. Maybe they blend them all together and do an average. But this is from last week. Bloodshot was in first, Bad Boys for Life in second, Sonic in third, Jumanji: The Next Level in fourth, Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker in fifth. But look at those 2 physical media numbers. They're starting to sell. I Still Believe in sixth, The Gentleman in seventh, Birds of Prey in eighth, Doolittle in ninth, and 1917 in 10th. And again, some physical media numbers there as they are now out on home media. However, what I have here in front of me are stats from this past weekend. So Monday the 18th, as of today. Amazon Prime is reporting Scoob in number 1, Bloodshot in number 2, Trolls World Tour in number 3. You'll note that Trolls World Tour wasn't in that top 10 before, but there's been a lot of word spread about how well it's been doing. Bad Boys for Life in 4th, Greatest Showman in 5th. Greatest Showman? What the fuck? Sonic the Hedgehog in 6th, The Gentleman in 7th, Knives Out in 8th, Fantasy Island in 9th, and Jumanji: The Next Level in 10th. And they have all the different prices here. It's pretty interesting. Scoob is $19.99 to rent, $24.99 to own. Bloodshot is $6. Trolls World Tour is still $20. These are all rental prices. Next is Fandango Now. And already, yeah, so Scoob's in 1st there. Trolls World Tour is in 2nd there. It was in 3rd on Amazon. The Invisible Man is in 3rd there. It wasn't even in the top 10 on Amazon. Capone in 4th. That's a $10 rental. That gets Tom Hardy in that movie. Sonic the Hedgehog in 5th. Fantasy Island in 6th. Bad Boys for Life in 7th. Bloodshot in 8th. Birds of Prey in 9th. Jumanji: The Next Level in 10th. Here we go. Let's keep going for the hat trick here. Spectrum, which I'm assuming this is cable, the cable company Spectrum. Bloodshot in 1st, Bad Boys for Life in 2nd, Sonic the Hedgehog in 3rd, Trolls World Tour in 4th, Fantasy Island in 5th, Arkansas in 6th. Yes, I know it's Arkansas. Just let me have my dumb joke. Call of the Wild in 7th, The Way Back in 8th, Like a Boss in 9th, Birds of Prey in 10th. I should say The Way Back properly and not put the emphasis on the wrong end. It's The Way Back, not The Way Back. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, because this is Apple, iTunes has their top 10 as of Monday, May 18th. Scoob in 1st. Uncut Gems in 2nd, although it's priced at 99 cents. That might have something to do with it. Bad Boys for Life in 3rd. Capone in 4th. Invisible Man in 5th. Sonic the Hedgehog in 6th. Tombstone in 7th. That's priced at $2.99. I don't know if that has much of a difference for a 25-year-old movie. Fantasy Island in 8th. The Gentleman in 9th. And Bloodshot in 10th. So that is 4 different top 10s, actually 5 when you consider the one from last week, and it's all over the place. Scoob can suck it. They fucked over Matthew Lillard big time. Oh yeah, did they? Shit. And apparently drive-ins are starting to make a bit of a comeback. Apparently we have 300 theaters open in the country, technically. Let me get that stat. I had it, and now it's gone. It's gone. 200 plus theaters opening nationally. The Wretched is dominating the drive-in movie scene, which is also available on VOD. Horror movie. Apparently, How to Build a Girl has been doing well for 200 theaters and not much competition. Trolls World Tour notably was not released to theaters, so there's interesting. Uncut Gems supposed to be on Netflix. Well, I don't know what to tell you there. So 200 plus theaters are open, and they're providing more than 80% of the total gross, estimated somewhere between $1 and $1.3 million. I don't know the total gross of what, theaters or movie intake, because I think VOD would do better than 0.4 million. Of course, How to Build a Girl would be trending right now. What is how to... Well, I don't even know what the hell that is. What is How to Build a Girl? I've never heard of such film. The Wretched looks interesting. Might have to watch it. Yeah, it's a horror. I think it's out on VOD. Yeah, it is. It's out on VOD as well. So there's that. Wretched was good. Okay. Yeah. So real quick news. I guess Jaime Lee Curtis stepped in it a little bit. And it's not even like it's trending, so it's not that big a deal. Jaime Lee Curtis's response to a Twitter user calling her broke, in a word, iconic. That's not even the story. So apparently somebody had complimented Jaime Lee Curtis. I've been watching you since I'm 5, or my mom let me watch you when I was 5, and the response was bad parenting. Bad parents. No, 5 is too young, bad parents. From the woman whose career she owes to the horror genre, she says no. That's one thing, but the bad parenting at the end probably could have been avoided. Man, did I comment on Wet Movie 1's drinking scandal? No, I haven't. My uncle has The Wretched. Yes. Everybody's uncle should have it by now, I think. Jaime Lee Curtis is a real bitch sometimes to people who made her famous and keep her semi-relevant. She said, anyone who lets their kids watch horror movies is a bad parent. Right. And I grew up on horror, and well, I'm not that messed up. I'm close, but I'm not too far gone. It really is a case by case basis, unless of course you can't read tone. And she could have been saying bad parent in a sarcastic tone, but that's dangerous on the internet without tone. So a little tone deaf coming from the woman who is in Halloween, The Fog, not April Fool's Day, Prom Night. Keep going. Halloween 2, Halloween H2O. Halloween Resurrection, Halloween 2018. She's done well from the horror genre. Yeah, because you're right, Dale. They're the worst people, worse than abusive parents. Yeah. She just said bad parents, I think. She said bad parents in all caps, which, okay, if that's what you're going to call it. Another small piece of news is that Dewey is coming back to Scream 5. But again, these are all these references to, like, David Arquette in talks to. So, in talks to doesn't mean cast. Just like Neve Campbell in talks to reprise her role in Scream 5. They don't have a script yet, I don't think. So obviously, if they're gonna do a Scream 5, you would assume they'd go to Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette. This is all part of the plan. There's that. So that happened. Next, you'll hear Courtney Cox was contacted. Was he confirmed? All right, let me double check, because I know that Nev Campbell was in talks. Oh yeah, look at that. David Arquette from The Wrap. It says David Arquette joins new Scream movie from Ready or Not directors. Okay, returning. Okay, that's a little bit different than in talks. Oh, Cody mentioned it earlier. Meh. Cody riding on Mondays. I see how it's going to be. All right. Yeah, but other than that, the news is pretty light. Oh, wow. Look at that. Cody's video comes up second on videos if you search David Arquette. That's pretty good. Good job, Cody. Way to be famous. Yeah, they're all going to come back one by one now. So what came out this weekend, and I'll be honest, I saw a handful of, is Scoob. I don't know who this movie's for, because granted I haven't finished it, because it opens with them being children, and they're children for all but 5 minutes. I don't know. Making them children, I guess, helps the cute factor, and then they grow up and they're high school aged. I don't even know what the hell their age is. But there's lines in the movie that I don't know who they're aiming for with this material, because the one with glasses on Halloween is dressed as Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And I'm sorry, how many kids know who Ruth Bader Ginsburg is? Because, like, the joke is she's dressed as Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and it's just like, what? Why? Shit, I don't know who that is. Why would you? What? And there are random references to, like, classic Scooby-Doo. So I don't know how relevant Scooby-Doo is in the modern day, but it just seemed off for like, are people who grew up with Scooby-Doo going to watch this? I don't think so. Are kids gonna enjoy this, especially with a couple of jokes aimed at the people that grew up with Scooby? I don't know, but haven't finished it, so it could make this left-hand turn halfway through and be a marvelous film. So just a first introduction from a first introduction. He was crushed and electrocuted. I don't think he survived that TV till they had reviews invalid. Yes, thank you. Oh, Stu. Oh yeah, there is possibility of Matthew Lillard coming back to Scream. Stu had a twin brother that's never been disclosed named Drew. Is Scoob a remake or what? It's just animated. It is just an animated film that took the Star Wars Phantom Menace marketing technique. As you see, young baby Scoob who grows up to be Darth Vader. Oh no, wait, that's wrong movie. What's up, Trini? And all in the chat and all that. It's Hanna-Barbera trying to attempt a movie universe. Yikes. What's up, Roger? Leave Scooby alone. Yeah, hashtag not my Scooby. So something that is sort of still relevant in the VOD top 10s, or at least some of them, depends on which one you look at, is this movie called Arkansas. Yeah. Or Arkansas, depends on who you want to ask. I think Clark Duke directed this, and I think he wrote and directed it. But the cast is really, really... Yes, Clark Duke did write and direct this, co-written with Andrew Bonkrong. Hope I said that right. Stars Liam Hemsworth, the other Hemsworth, Vince Vaughn, Clark Duke, Vivica A. Fox is in it for a portion. And I'll read the IMDb synopsis. Kyle and Swin live by the orders of an Arkansas-based drug kingpin named Frog when they've never met. But when a deal goes horribly wrong, the consequences are deadly. Yes, also forgot to tell you, John Malkovich is in this movie for a fair bit. And it's ambitious. It's an ambitious movie that never really reaches the heights it's trying to hit, if that makes any sense. A couple of Dixie, I think that's what you call it, Dixie gangsters is what they were calling themselves. Running drugs and, get into a little hiccup. And they've got to make sure that things keep going a certain way because they've never met their boss. So, there's a crucial thing that happens about halfway through the movie. And they decide to just keep going about their work. And that's where the trouble starts. But yeah, it's considering your only choice right now is to watch it at home, and if your uncle is sweet enough to you, I certainly would suggest watching it. If you're into stuff like that, it's ambitious. It just doesn't really feel like it ever hits. Like there's moments in it, like I don't know how to put this. Hateful Eight, you can tell in the dialogue that every now and again that Tarantino's just kind of sucking himself off with the way he writes things. Because he's a good writer. There's no way around it. He knows it, you know it, and he's gonna lay it into his script. I felt some of that here in Arkansas, and I swear I was like, no, not yet. You don't have an established thing yet. And for Clark Duke to put himself in the movie, essentially playing, Clark Duke characters. For those of you who don't know who he is, he was in Hot Tub Time Machine. He was the kid with the glasses. Or Sex Drive. I think he was the kid with the glasses. He always seems to be a bit more sexy than one would assume looking at Clark Duke. I think Tarantino has somewhat of a right to suck his own dick in his films. Yeah, no, you're right. That's the difference, Guy. Clark Duke, I don't know if he's written anything else. And or directed. Let me see. I will get statistics for you. He's directed a couple of shorts. And hey, he wrote and directed a short titled Show Business. Fucking Guy, you'll hear from my attorney, sir. So this was his first feature-length write/direct, and it really isn't bad whatsoever. It's just, it feels like with the cast especially, you think about Vince Vaughn has really come into his own lately as a dramatic actor. It's funny, Vince Vaughn now has finally become what they were saying about Vince Vaughn when he was doing Psycho in 1998. They were saying, oh, Vince Vaughn's going to be a hell of a dramatic actor. Well, yeah, wait 20 years and then we'll get around to it. Again, John Malkovich, can you do wrong when you cast John Malkovich in your movie? Again, it's a really well cast movie. Chris Hemsworth, wrong one. Liam Hemsworth, certainly good, but his brother carries a movie better. But if I were to say anything were weak about it, it could be the fact that Liam Hemsworth and Clark Duke were your two leads for the most part. You have Vince Vaughn as a tertiary character. You have John Malkovich as a tertiary character. Vivica A. Fox, who, listen, Vivica A. Fox will send you a video greeting for $200 or something. So good to see her in films again, and not in a film that features the cat, the safety cat. That's it on like every worst of list. If you know I Hate Everything, you know the cat movie. I forget what the hell it's called. What about Rob Zombie? Does he have a right? No, Rob Zombie does not have a right, but he takes his privilege well. The problem is Rob Zombie has enough of a... Yeah, all right, that's another fair comparison. Rob Zombie has enough of a fan base where he kind of feels the right to suck himself off. And as far as the 90% of the rest of us are concerned, no, sir. No, you can't do that. But Rob Zombie certainly tends to do that. As far as his writing is concerned, he deserves to be put in a corner. Zombie Island is a masterpiece? I've never heard of that. Zombie needs to have someone else write his movies. Absolutely. He makes good movies. He just can't write them. I mean, you give me 90 pages, I could motherfuck my way through a movie. Like, come on. Agreed, but I'm partial to Ghoul a School. What the fuck? What are you guys talking about? He's grows up and he's grows up. Yeah, he's come a very long way, Vince Vaughn has. So anyway, so to wrap up the Arkansas talk, it just felt like it set these lofty goals, and it had this big shell that it was trying to present, and it never really, the cake never rises to the top. And it's just like this, it's a, popcorn bag that you pop in the microwave, and it's all seeds coming out. The bag is all popped up like this, like it's full, but you open the bag and poof, it's just seeds, a couple of pop kernels, but seeds. And that's just ambition. My warning to you is not to get too fired up about it, and you might have a pleasant time. Because I was trying to fall asleep and watch this, and I didn't fall asleep. So there's that. It did not put me to sleep when I was trying to fall asleep, which says quite a bit when you're a movie. Because, shit, I can't tell how many times I'm not trying to fall asleep, and good night. I checked out the films Valerian, Bad Education, You Were Never Really Here, and The Quarry, which I thought were pretty good. I saw Vivarium as well, Roger. That's a wacky movie. That's out there. That's another one that you should probably put on your list of... I would probably say Vivarium feeds you a bit. I'm trying to think about if I ranked Vivarium versus Arkansas, what I would. That's actually tough. They're very different kinds of movies. Vivarium's just like sci-fi Twilight Zone episode, bizarre shit, where Arkansas is just a southern fried drug gangster movie. That's all there is to it, which is paced at a perhaps a little bit too slow of a pace, but that's coming from me. So me and my ADD, I need to be stimulated by every past second that goes by. Okay. Scooby-Doo. Oh, Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. I saw it right. So there have been a bunch of... way to go, Jaime Lee Curtis managed to piss off half your fan base with one tweet. As long as the parents remind their kids it's not real life, it's fine. I started watching Elm Street when I was 5. Yeah, most people in their 30s or above have watched horror from like young, and that's what the you know, you went to Blockbuster, you picked out a movie, or your mom saw that this stupid, absurd thing that you picked up, and I don't know. Some people probably shouldn't be watching movies like that early, but some can and handle it and can differentiate. And it's unfortunate that she just kind of threw everybody in the same box. Hope you keep cashing those checks, Jamie. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island is my childhood, sir. Okay, massive apologies. All right, so then maybe Scooby will do well. Then I stand erected. Seeds? That's a hell of a trick with popcorn when it starts out as kernels. You knew what I meant, though. Yes, kernels. Hard little pebbles that you'll never eat. That's essentially. You want popcorn, beautifully buttered and salted popped corn, and what you get is little rocks. Arkansas is a better film, in my opinion, than Vivarium. Felix, is that what you're saying? Arkansas better than Vivarium? Southern fried gangster drug movie reminds me of Back Home. Yeah. The kid in Vivarium, yeah, quite obnoxious. CP, if you didn't like it, I'll probably love it. Oh, Arkansas, I think, I don't hate it. I just think it's like in this nowhere land where, like, if you were to give it a score on ambition, it's an A. But as far as the film itself, it's just like a B minus. And B minus is certainly passing. But it's just, like, I don't want to say that, you know, you're wasting certain actors, but it's a hell of a performance by Vince Vaughn in that movie. Hell of a performance by John Malkovich in this movie. Vivica A. Fox shows that she can still act. You know, it's just a... I mean, it's got a 5.9 on IMDb right now, so take that however you will. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No kid in horror is more insufferable than the kid from Babadook. Yes, that is fair. Okay, so just in case we end up coming back to you and that guy races to get you there, I don't want to fill this episode too much up, but if we don't come back to you this week, you got the bits and pieces, and maybe we'll come back to you Monday if you don't see us again this week. But if you guys have anything you wanted to talk about before I shut her down, by all means, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm just trying to make sure I mean, I get it that it was essential to the story, but goddamn. Yeah, the kid, yeah. No, Cortland Mead is the king of insufferable, the Shining TV miniseries. Yeah. Murder Hornet. I have nothing to say about Murder Hornet. Murder Hornet is so 2020. That's what I could. Just in case, great actor, out of Florida. Yeah. So as I look at the clock, there's 13 days left before the 31st. Have not started 1 ounce of filming for 31 on 31. It's going to be tight, boys. Murder Hornet sounds like a DC supervillain. Yes, indeed. All right, so I think I gave us enough time. Stay safe. Yeah, okay. So, guys, you might see the lot of us again as soon as tomorrow. Maybe another day this week. Maybe if not, I'll do another BS hangout on a Friday or Saturday or some shit. And that was fun. Yeah, I better get on that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be streaming. I should doing this franchise that we've set up. Murder Boners. Well, that's what I have. Yeah, that's it, Srini. You might have twice as much show business this week. And you're not here for me. So, when Shanti comes back, I'll be sure to let you know. Yeah. Okay, guys. So we will see you another time. And I don't think I have a video to play me out.